Welcome back to Toffee TV. It is another episode of Toffee Room 101. I'm joined by Dave Feely here, and we're gonna get a little insight into Dave. What annoys Dave today? 3 things. If you've never seen the show, 1 Everton thing he wants to lash in the vault to just get rid of. 1 general football thing to just get rid of, and 1 thing about life that he wants a bin because he's had enough of it. So let's get into it. Dave, let's get on. You are a match going home and away, season ticket holder for forever, Evertonian. You've been there, done it, seen it all.
Still hope to see a bit more.
And still hope to see a bit more, but you know, what I mean is you're a hardened Evertonian.
I was just trying to...
But what is 1 thing that you could just consign to the vault about Everton?
So many.
There is lots that you're going to lock in.
I'll tell you 1 thing. It's less about me, actually, more about people who I know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it drives me crazy, but I'm not happy about it. Is that, again, less from a personal perspective, but I would say the transport access to Bramley Moor Dock has been absolutely horrendous, because I go away, like you just outlined, with people who have got disabilities, or alternatively are either young, very young, or very old.
Yeah.
And they're limited about watching this team, and they paid the money, they still keep going, they keep going away, and they didn't choose that. And I get that once you choose a ground, any ground in that sort of area, there's going to be some restrictions because there's a lot of listed stuff around the place. I take that on board.
Yeah.
However, it hasn't been great. You've done 3 test events beforehand, and the Roma game was just as bad with the same problems, if not anything else. And I do understand that tests, that's what they're there for. That's the reason they're raison d'etre. That's French, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, never mind. So I'm saying I get that aspect, but I want to, if you're asking me to put something in the bin, I want to put that mindset in the bin where they just say, okay, well, we're done. The council needs to be mentioned as well. If this would have been the other team in the city, I presume that it might have been different. Never mind, it is what it is. This is the situation we've got. Get better, find alternatives, think outside the box. And if we still get to 18 months from now, approaching the end of the 2nd season, and there's still nothing to be done, well, fine, you've been down every avenue. But right now, for the people who I was mentioning at the start, my motivation for bringing this up, they don't see you haven't done that. They as if to say, listen, deal with it. Yeah. And that's not a good attitude for a can-do football club and community enterprise, which this football club, whether you like it or not, it is. So that's the Everton one. I think
you're right, and I think as well as the people you're talking about there, I think that's a general one for all the fans going to and from the game. There was a rugby event, the Ashes, took place at Hill Dickinson Stadium last week. Yeah. And so many great reviews from people in the unreal stadium, the location, it's an amazing, one of the best stadiums I've ever been in, noise, blah, blah, blah. Transport links, horrific, terrible, people taking 2 hours to get home. Yeah. I've locked in traffic even along there. I've seen it walk, because I park in town and go back into town. Walking back up there, it's like the traffic's so bad. There's no, I don't see a police officer anywhere. Not trying to like filter traffic, quicker, trying to keep it going. So, and I think the club could probably do a bit more, but I think more emphasis falls on the local council. And I think you're absolutely right. If it was Liverpool, I don't mind saying if it was Liverpool Football Club, it'd be a million times better.
No, but also Everton Football Club, irrespective of that aspect of it, I agree with you, by the way, but irrespective of that, Everton Football Club have got a really big platform, social media platform. They're a Premier League football club. Yeah. By the way, original founding member of the Premier League. So what you'd say is, okay, so if the council aren't working with you, don't play nice ball with them. No. Come out and say it. Come out and say we are experiencing issues and we believe that at least sitting round the table, granted it's not going to be sorted in one lunch, you know what I mean, 3-hour lunch, we take that on board. However, in order to, this is a football club in this city, but in any city, what we do is ostensibly, for the most part, we pass this down families. That poem I wrote for the film, I've had more people come to me about that poem saying, yes, it made me cry, and that was amazing, by the way, but yes, it made me cry, but it actually reminded me about why we do this. Otherwise, if it was about winning trophies, we'd have packed it in years ago. So it's about the family thing. So in order to engage, if you're already alienating the old, granted, I suppose you can say that's natural wastage, you can write them off hypothetically, but it's the young aspect. If you put them off, what I'm trying to highlight is the nighttime games. Once we get into cup games, you know, we very rarely play a cup game on a 3 o'clock on a Saturday anymore. So if there's any replays, anything like that, once the season starts getting compressed at the end of the season, it's late at night. So if you have to then add on 40 minutes, an hour and 15 minutes, these kids are precluded because the masters are just saying, guess what, you're not, because it's school tomorrow. Or the wind, or the rain, whatever, or the weather. There's a million things. You've got to be embracing in your attitude. You've got to be welcoming, and at least show that you've done it. Be seen to be shown. That's my point, is not just do it and don't say anything about it. Be observed by your fan base, your revenue stream, to be able to do this, because that's what gets them to engage in the future. And right now, it just looks as if it's oh yeah, deal with it. This is what it is. Deal with it. To be honest, so I wasn't happy with that.
Okay, well, last year, inadequate transport arrangements. I guess
just improve it,
make it better than what it is. We'll lash that in, because it's a recurring theme with that, as well as there's a couple of other things as well. Obviously, some stuff's got better as it's gone on at the stadium. 100%.
Hopefully that will be,
and hopefully this will be the next thing. So that's your first entry into the vault, right? Football. We're all football fans.
It's gotta be.
There'll be tons on this.
No,
but what is the one thing you want to lash in this bin?
The megalith of my kickoffs in the last 6 or 7 years, it's VAR. I go no more. VAR is just like, oh my God, this is a system. They have sold you on this system, saying it was a catch-all, remove all, there won't be any clangers, no more of that, we've got to be better, this is the new digital age, man, we're all moving forward. And every year they tweak it. Oh yeah, actually all we needed to do was like the old tellies where you just stand up with the thing above you, get on the roof with the thing. No, lads, every year you tweak it, it gets no better. It's still, they said, we don't want to make it subjective for the referee because it's too much pressure on the day for one man to deal with. Yet you send it away to a fella sitting watching on the screen and he does that. It's exactly the same, just once removed. It's ridiculous. And the decisions are no better. If you look at them, I'm not even talking about that specifically about Everton.
No,
if you speak to any fan base, Wolves last year being a case in point, they got ribbon. It's just bad. So if someone's just bad, either take it off, work on it in production, pre-production, bring it back, fine, implement it, good to go. Or don't, or say, do you know what? Every time we try and find a solution, this whole line thing, oh, that's going to sort it out. Did it sort it out? It didn't sort it out. It just created more problems. So how these people with all these billions of pounds coming into this industry couldn't say, maybe we went a little bit too early with that, maybe we need to rethink it, maybe we need to get managers in or employees from football clubs in and say, well, what would you want? What is it, what you're looking, instead of telling them what it is, because patently it is not working. I would say, honestly, it might have been a great idea on a whiteboard somewhere in Lilleshall or whatever it is, St George's Park, or in practice, would you then 8 years down the line, would you, if someone come and sold you this again, would you be as enthusiastic to say, oh, it's going to sort us all out? And every year, I mean, we've got AI now. Basically, the kids know how to use it, you know what I mean? And we still can't sort this out. And there is a lot of
isn't it?
money. There is clubs, individuals and teams and fans and everything about it. The amount of revenue in this game is obscene, and yet it can make or break you either way. And therefore, that's just jeopardy waiting
But
to
that's
happen.
just the implementation of it, though, isn't it? It's not really. The technology is not really the issue, is it? The issue is the people using it.
Well, then that's
what
the
the
whole. I wasn't going about the technology.
It's
I meant the actual system.
Yeah.
So until the system works, I'm not saying don't have technology. I'm just saying if you're going to do it, it's got to be either right or wrong, because that's what they sold us. That's what they came in the door saying. No, the referee is subjective on the day. Someone might be in the way, might not be up with the play. Blah blah blah. The linesman the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to elect like the tennis with the.
Of course.
Hawkeye thing.
Hawkeye,
And oh my God, it's just been a complete car
What
crash.
we've done in football, certainly in the Premier League, they try to re-referee everything. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem. There's too many grey areas with rules. Handballs, is there handball or isn't handball?
Yeah.
Is it, whatever.
But that's
There's too much of that. There's too much of going back and making, like the goal we had disallowed against Spurs.
Yeah.
Was nonsense.
The two people offside are behind the goalkeeper.
Goalie's got a clear view.
But they're behind them. Neville Soldall rang me up saying, hang on a minute. So I'm at my front post. He heads it in, and this wouldn't have been given in his day, but two players are offside. Howard ribbons me. He doesn't say, oh, it's fine, because the goal didn't get. He'd be saying, you gobshite, you let him get in front of you, and then it's straight past your arms, where your arms are supposed to be. Plus, you can lift your arms up, he can't.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, isn't
so therefore, that's irrelevant. So that's just one tiny problem in a world of problems.
There's just loads, but it's that thing of you re-referee, you look at something, you slow it down, and you go, people trying to do skill moves, and they're not even looking at the defender, they put the foot down and turn, and they stand on the defender's toe.
Yeah.
That happens every single week, up and down the country, everywhere, never a foul.
Also, that you get now to games, and because of the handball thing, players are a yard away from another player and literally blast it at the hand. So I
thought we got away with one the other night.
I thought we got away with one, but we got skanked on a couple this season. So basically that works out, but that don't make it right.
No, but that's how they get.
Don't make it. Oh, you get the ups and the downs with it. No, you don't. Just take it.
Just have either hold your hand up and say we don't know how to use it. Because every time we stop something and look at it, it looks worse.
Well,
right? It should be used, if I'm running with you and I just smash you off the ball with an elbow and the ref doesn't see it, red card.
Perfect.
That's it.
No problem with it.
But I'm a fan of semi-automated offside because I think it's better than them just drawing wavy lines.
Yeah.
Got no issue with that. And goal line technology, perfect. Didn't cross the line. Now, if you see something and it gets headed away and you go and the referee carries on, you go, didn't cross the line. You don't go, did it go over the line? You just go, didn't cross the line.
Two other things. First of all, the goal celebrations. You go away from home, for example, and at home, but away from home particularly, you score a goal, you wait 3 minutes, you can't celebrate.
No, this is it.
You're literally taking the love out of the game.
You're killing.
Secondly, if it was that good, if it worked that well, why would they keep tweaking it every season? Why would they say, well, we did that last year, but we're going to do this
this year? Because it isn't working.
Is precisely my point.
Okay. All right.
Therefore, that's why the bin is there, and that's why I'm putting it in the bin.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
And you see, it has never wound me up. You can see that now.
Yeah, you're just so calm about it. And then the final thing, Zen, the final thing is life. What's one thing in life that you would love to
now, this is personal.
Go on.
I would remove the need for food banks.
Okay, yeah.
The proclivity of food banks absolutely breaks me heart. I was at one today. A pantry where we was giving it out. We get the donations, then we go and do it. And me and you grew up in a city what didn't really have any money. It was Thatcherism, or the legacy of Thatcherism. So let's not put that out there. There's more money here today than there was when we grew up. Yet we didn't need to have food banks. The hospitals were fine. The schools, by and large, they were rough, tough, but they were fine. Well, all of those things need addressing, but the food bank issue, where in the media, not picking anyone out in particular, but in the wider media, it's about, oh, well, these people on benefits or that. Well, let me tell you, it's not just people on, it is people on benefits, but it's not just people on benefits. It's people who are working, who are using food banks. Well, what's that about, by the way?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is not, please don't misunderstand me, this is not about what I do. I'm a tiny little cog in a huge wheel all over the place, globally now, but particularly in this country is what I'm talking about. So I'd say that if you nurture the bottom end of society, you can give people ambition and optimism to grow to be in upper levels who can then go on to be your leaders. History will show you that. But just cutting people off because of a demographic, it's really not going to work in the medium to long term. So I would say maybe less greed. We celebrate billionaires who have got more money than if they could live 100 lifetimes, they still wouldn't spend it, and we all think they're marvellous. I think it's obscene, personally. I might be a relic of the past, I'll admit that. But I just think, I see this, personally, like I say, I've been to one today before I came here, and it just breaks me heart, honestly, it really, truly does. So that'll be the thing I put in the bin, actually.
Yeah, it's not, how can I argue with that and say you can't go in? I've seen it when I was in social work. I've seen the start of them. They used to have to go and get them for families, and they were people in real need, and they were people who weren't working now. And it started to change when I left full-time social work. It started to change, people with jobs, part-time job, whatever, but they needed a little bit of help. Now, people who work, you've seen NHS staff having to use them at times and this and that. It's absolutely disgusting in a time where we consume more food than we ever have done. We can afford more food than we ever have done as a country. It's more and more people need them. So, yeah, not going to argue with that one, mate. Okay, get that one last right in the vault. Start being nicer to each other and create, hopefully, a better place. There you go. Let us know what you think. What do you want to lash in? And have you got any counter argument to the 3 that Dave's put in the vault? That's the big one.
I won't be here, so
but I'll be there. And I'll text them and tell them. Let us know in the comment section. Big thanks for Dave for doing it. Like, subscribe, do all that. See you later.
Peace, Toffies.